All right, building systems that scale, it's really about how you as chiropractors can implement, maintain, and teach effective, that's a big key word, effective office and marketing systems overall. Aren't really, listen, welcome everyone. Thanks for spending a bit of your day with me today. Whether you're a chiropractor, an office manager, or team leader, today's webinar is all about systems and more importantly, how to create systems, not just working with my system, like here's your plug and play, right? Come on, that really doesn't work. You've got to customize what works best for you within the limits of is it actually working? And that actually work in a real chiropractic office. Because here's the deal. Most chiropractors, they don't struggle because they're bad doctors. They struggle because they're running their practice out of their heads. They're putting out fires day in and day out. And, you know, mm, it's you're not getting any traction long term. Picture this. If you've ever thought like, I'm the only one who knows how to do this, or we tried that once and it didn't work. Marketing works until we get busy, or yeah, I want to do that, but you know what? I don't have time for this. This webinar is for you. All right, today, here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how to creatively design new systems, how to implement systems for yourself and your team, and how to stay consistent even when things get busy, and how to teach and empower others, yourself, your team, your community, to do the same for you too. So, okay, let's start with the basics here. What is a system? And what is it, and really, what isn't it? So, a system is not a checklist you use once. Here's my checklist. I get it and I throw it away. What's tomorrow going to bring, right? A training you did last year, a seminar you may have done, or something that only works when you're watching. A system is a repeatable process that produces a predictable result without relying on memory or motivation. In a chiropractic office, everything, everything should be a system. Because why? You can train on systems. You can train, you can do, you can motivate, and you can also make changes to systems too when things aren't producing the way that you need them to. We're talking about new patient intake, re-exams, report of findings, day-to-day flow, internal referrals, external marketing, reactivations, follow-up and retention. If something breaks when you're away, that's not a system, that's dependence. And when I mean away, I'm not saying when you go on your vacation. I mean mentally when you step away, even for the weekend. If you're not doing it, does it get done? Mm, that's dependence upon you as a practitioner. And at the end of the day, when you retire, or God forbid there's an injury, then this thing you've been building for years gets shot out of the sky and done. That's not right. So here's how we creatively come up with new systems to grow and roll. Now, most doctors think systems come from software, consultants, manuals. Just give me the book. Just give me the game plan. No, no. In all reality, the best systems already exist inside your office. We just need to tweak them. Now, start by asking yourself, and where do patients get confused? Where does the team get stuck? Where do mistakes keep happening? Friction, friction, that's caused by friction, right? Friction is a gift that shows you exactly where a system is needed. We've been having some friction in some of our marketing recently. So again, what do we need to do? What do we need to change? Do we need to just go back to what we've been doing that's been successful? Yeah. Friction is that gift that keeps on giving until you fix it. Then it's slick as a baby seal. All right, track what works. Instead of asking, what should we do? Ask what already works when things go well. Example, what does the front desk do on days when patients flow smoothly? Do they stop taking phone calls? Well, that's a problem because people are calling and we need them to answer the phone, right? What language do you use when a patient says yes to care? Are you following your script? Are you going off script? Are you just winging it? Winging it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the world. It doesn't work in the office too. Just winging it doesn't work. That's your system. It's just undocumented. So write it down. Simplify ruthlessly. A system should be simple enough to explain in 5 minutes, clear enough that somebody else can repeat it, and flexible enough to evolve. If it's complicated, number one, I won't understand it, you won't understand it, and it won't be followed. It just won't work. All right, so how do we implement systems for ourselves and our team? All right, here's where most systems fail. It's really just getting your fingers dirty, getting moving some dirt, just making it happen. Start with yourself. If the doctor doesn't follow the system, the rest of your team sure ain't gonna do it. For example, a morning huddle structure. For us, it's 8:45 and 2:45. 15 minutes before our shift starts, hey, let's look at the schedule together. What hiccups do we need to figure out? That's that's what we do. A new patient communication flow. What do we talk to where? What emails go out? What text messages go in? Where does the patient sit? Who gets them water? Who gets them coffee? All of this happens without thinking. A weekly marketing rhythm. Who's calling what, when, and where? Who's on the phone? Who's actually going to the events? Who's setting up the events? All that has to have a rhythm and a flow. We also need to teach the why before before the how. People don't resist systems. They resist systems without context. You need to give them the reason underneath. Before teaching all what you need to teach them, explain what problems does this solve? A big one for us that we recently had to hammer out, which was why we charge people for their first visit when we're at a screening event. The reason is because it increases buy-in for that new patient, and the show rate is astronomically higher than those who do not pay at the event. Astronomically higher. It also will help patients. And it overall it reduces stress for the team too. Now, we need to have somebody who owns each step of your system and or process. Every system needs an owner. Who's responsible for marketing in our office? A marketing manager, Brooke. She handles all those pieces of the puzzle. Not the doctor owning everything, but somebody is responsible for monitoring it, reporting it, improving it, and overall ownership creates accountability without micromanagement. That was a big issue for me. A big issue for me is being a micromanager because I didn't see things getting done. That's because I was dictating things needing to be done, not delegating them and not providing them with empowerment to, this is your role, this is what you need to do, and here's how we go over those steps to make sure it gets done. All right. Last couple pieces of this is really super easy. Creating consistency even when you're busy. Consistency is where systems either compound or they collapse. You're going to need to build these systems that work on bad days. When you're balls to the wall, busy, 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 go, go, go. Uh, if a system only works when you're fully staffed and calm, it's not a system. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Ask, can this run when we're shorthanded? If your front desk main quarterback is out for 2 weeks on vacation, will this work? Can this run on our busiest day? Just because you're running at 50% capacity, oh, it works great then. But when you're running at full capacity, different story. Now, also need to tie systems to rhythms within your practice. For example, morning huddles, weekly marketing review, monthly systems audit, quarterly team training. When it's on the calendar, that's a huge one. Huge, huge, huge. When it's on the calendar, it gets done. It truly gets done. That's something we've had to work with our new associate is like schedule it, do it, and make it happen. No, 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 I do it day by day. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm-mm. That's thinking like an employee. We need to get you all thinking like CEOs. CEOs plan their actions, don't respond to panic. That's the way it is. Measure what matters. You don't need a complex metrics. Track simple indicators, new patients per week, conversion rate, visit average, internal referrals, missed appointments. Systems improve what you inspect. Simple, simple, simple. Now, marketing systems, we have to talk about this piece too, that don't require a get up and go and get your shot of espresso or Red Bull motivation. Because, I mean, if it's going to be rah rah, that just sucks because you're not going to maintain it and it's not going to be consistent for you. Marketing should never be something that, oh, we'll just get around to it, right? It just doesn't work. Internal marketing systems, your happiest patients are your best marketers. Let them be your voice. So we're going to create systems for asking for referrals, patient testimonials, celebrating moments, progress check-ins, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, video testimonials together. If it's not systematized, it's accidental. So we have it on our travel cards when we ask for these things. I tell you what, that's why we have over 400 reviews and why we're 4.9 stars. It just makes sense. There's also external marketing strategies. Pick fewer strategies. Fewer. Again, it's the whole concept of inch wide, mile deep versus inch deep, mile wide, right? Master of all, or, jack of all trades, master of none. Like, well, it just doesn't work. For example, a monthly community talk, a weekly social media theme, a referral partner follow-up process. I mean, we're in the midst of that right now with MDs and attorneys. It's all about getting those people touched. We're going to plan this out for an entire year in advance. Marketing works best when it's boringly consistent. Again, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your soul how boring it is. But consistency is the biggest, biggest winning factor to this. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Now, you're also going to need to, like, within this process, to teach others to build and lead on systems. The goal isn't to be the best system builder in the office. The goal is to create system thinkers. Here's what that means. You need to teach the principles, not just, hey, I need you to mop the floor. This is how we wipe the tables down. Why simplicity matters. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to teach principles, not just tasks. Explain why simplicity matters, why consistency over time beats a bum rush every other week, and why documentation matters. Prove your point. Make sure that, hey, I made those phone calls. Cool. What's your call log? No, I'm not saying you got to be anal retentive, but like prove that you actually did the work because that's going to get you results. Because remember, what you keep metrics on grows exponentially. And let your team improve the system. I'm good for being wrong, but prove me wrong though. Say, hey, I've tried it. I've done it your way. I tried it on the side as a different way and it works better. I don't really care. I'm here to take care of more people and make some more money. That's all that really this is about. So if they're being treated in my office, that's better off for everybody. People using the system daily see things that I don't see. And I want them to be trained to have those glasses, those eyeballs, so that they can help make the system better. But also you gotta have to create that system for feedback and the evolution too. Not just be this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. But again, most of the time you got to back it up too. No, okay, so here's the end and wrapping all this up. Systems don't remove creativity. They protect it. Yeah, you got to protect this creativity. And then especially when your office runs on systems, you have more mental space, more mental peace. Your team feels confident, patients feel consistent, and your team feels that confidence too. Your practice becomes scalable, sustainable, and it just grows without all this super added effort. So my challenge to you is this. Pick one system to create or improve this week. Use ChatGPT if you're stuck. What do I start with? Document it, teach it, measure it, because the practice that thrive are the ones that have the and aren't not just best intentions, but they're the ones with the best systems. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.